On the outskirts of the Roman Empire, in the province of Pannonia, lies the important city of Petoviona, today's Ptui. Just a few Roman miles to the west, the province of Pannonia adjoins the province of Noric. Flavia Solva, today's Austrian Lipnica, was Petoviona's nearest Noric town. Around 15 AD, it came under Roman rule and was included in the military province of Illyricum. The urban influence of Flavia Solva reached the outskirts of the province of Noric, all the way to the area of today's Miklavž, where there used to be a small Celtic settlement. The dominant Roman culture eventually supplanted the Celtic, and the indigenous population became Romanized. In the vicinity of the town of Petoviona, there is lively traffic along the Roman roads and the Drava river. Water has always been the source of life, so cities were usually built near rivers and other water sources. Even then, gold was obtained with slaves by washing the river sand in the Drava. Rustic villas are built along the Drava river, where military veterans, their families and slaves live. Life was lively in the rustic villas, and it was also possible to spend the night there. A blacksmith forges knives in the blacksmith's workshop within the rustic villa. In the pottery workshop next to it, a potter is shaping pots. The master's younger children play carefree. The teacher and the house slave follow the action. Housework comes to a standstill when a sad fate strikes the family. A Celtic woman gave birth to a baby boy a few days ago, but the birth was not without problems, so she is extremely weak. Her older daughter, house slave, and husband are always by her side. The family tirelessly takes care of the mistress. Despite all the family efforts, death shakes the house. The master of the house is desperate and inconsolably unhappy. He decides to bury his wife with all honors and erect an eternal monument to her. The family prepares the body for burial. The deceased is dressed in her best dress and placed on the hearse. Outside, the undertakers are preparing the funeral pyre. The log consisted of 8 layers of wood, each laid perpendicular to the bottom layer. The burial ceremony begins the next day in the evening. Mourners are dressed appropriately for the occasion and status. 4 men, 2 undertakers, and 2 house slaves came out of the master's house with a hearse. Behind the hearse are walking the master with the rest of his family, slaves and other mourners holding torches. After the body was placed on the pyre, the cremation ceremony followed. The master lit the pile with a torch, his face turned to the side. The Roman mounds in the Miklavž area were discovered at the beginning of the 20th century by Professor Franz Ferk from Graz. Ferk recorded the mounds in detail in his travel diaries. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the mounds were eventually overgrown by forest. Much later, for example, the ancients believed that the mounds represented anti-Turkish trenches. When the tomb was opened in 1961, a large amphora, a small bowl made of Gallic finely refined clay, as many as 17 glass objects, a makeup box made of thin bronze sheet, a Celtic-style belt buckle, a piece of bronze fibula, and the bronze coin with the image of the Emperor Vespasian were found. All finds are on display in the Regional Museum in Maribor.